Wonderful. Hello, hello, hello. Wonderful. We are live. This is a live show. Hello, everybody. I'm Anie with JOOLTOOL. We are going to have a great show. So, thank you all for tuning in. On today's live show, I will be working on repairing a chipped rutilated quartz. You can see right here, there's a nasty chip right at the top. Let me flip it around to see. There's also, you see it right there. So the chip is quite pronounced, especially this side. It comes over to the front. I don't know if you guys can see it. Oh wow, that's close, Yarrow. Yeah, it's right there. It's a big chip right there. There. So I'm going to show you guys how to repair the chip. So that way, by the time we're done with it, it's going to look like it was never there. I like that. So you guys, so this is a quartz. So quartz is a great stone to demonstrate on how to do this, because majority of the stones that chip, like more in like the gemstone world, are like your amethyst, your quartz, and this falls into that same umbrella family of stones as far as hardness goes in the construction. They're not flaky, but yet if you drop them on a thin point, they will chip. This one was dropped, and you can tell the little girdle is thin, so it landed right on a thin little section, and bam, bam, it like chipped right there. There you go. So yeah, it's like little. It's what, Yarrow? Yeah, it's a crystalline structure. That's why it chips. So have no fear. The JOOLTOOL is here. Yay! And the JOOLTOOL is going to be the star of this show because it'll repair this chip, and it's going to be really quick. But I will be sharing with you guys my tips and techniques on how to repair the chip, because at first your first question is going to be, what grade do I start with? Do I go for the really extra course? Do I do the extra course? Do I do the medium? Do I do the fine? You know, these are all the grinding diamonds. So I'm going to explain to you guys when to use these diamonds. So Yarrow, can you show these diamonds? Yes, Linda, this one's for you. This one's for you, Linda. Yes, I know. So Linda, I saw your post this morning, and I knew you had to repair this amethyst. And I'll show you guys the chip that Linda on our JOOLTOOL community page has posted. It's a pear shape, and the tip, there's a chip. It's kind of like a chip right off of the facet, similar to this. And I said, you know, you've got me trying to explain it on, you know, writing it on a comment. You've got beautiful Bonnie Mahaffey, who did a good job at explaining it. But I said, let me see. I knew I had this because it was chipped. And I'm like, where is it? Where is it? So I was looking all over for it today, and I found it, and this is what I wanted to show you, you guys. I definitely want to show you guys how to repair that chip. If you guys missed it, here it is again. It's right. Let me try to catch some light right there. You guys see that chip? Right there. Wow, you can even see my fingerprint from touching it. So and it hits both sides too. So both sides have that chip. The one side is more pronounced on the face, and so that I'll give you guys my tips. But for the most part, this is the first steps are crucial, and the rest are easy. So let me show you the different diamonds that we have to choose from, and I'll explain to you which ones are used for what. So they're both available in the 4-inch and the 3-inch. So since the 4-inch is easier to be read, look at this. So this is the extra course. This one would definitely not be a chosen one. So these are all for grinding because we need to remove the chip. So whether you're working on a rough stone or repairing a chip, you need to determine which grinding diamond you're going to use. This is the grinding diamond family. Do you guys see that? This is the grinding diamond family. Hello, mi familia. So we have the extra coarse. Now this one is a proud, not proud, it's a crowd pleaser. It's a crowd pleaser because this extra coarse has been great at cutting down agates and really hard stones like petrified wood. Bonnie is one of our #1 testimonies on that. She said before she got the extra coarse, it took her like 2 weeks to grind one of her petrified woods down. And she says, I swear with the extra coarse, it took it down like butter. Yay. Now then we have the extra coarse, which majority of you guys do have in your lapidary kits. Then you have the medium and the fine. Now I don't want you guys to think that because it's medium and it's fine, oh, it's a fine grade. This is the grinding family. Okay, so this is the different grades of grinding. You know what I mean? So you'll see, even in your fine, it'll say still an extra coarse, so you don't ever get confused that a fine is, you know, super fine. It's not. It's still grinding. So what the difference on these are is these are your workhorses, the extra coarse and the extra coarse. So majority of all stones that are rough can handle this. If you have flaky, delicate stones, it'd be wise to have a medium and a fine on hand. So for example, for today's chip, I'm going to either use the medium and the fine because it's a delicate area and you don't want any kind of chippage. Do you know? I don't want any chippage, and these are going to cut like smooth as silk. Very nice. So I'm going to show you guys the differences and we're going to get started. So it'll be a fun show, but mainly, honestly, to repair this chip, it's a really quick fix. Really quick. Like as far as the time goes and how long you're on the Jool tool, it's very quick. But I'm going to spend some time on explaining how to choose which wheel for the specific purpose. So let me see who is here. Yes, yes. So that's true, Nicole. Nicole said this is going to be her project this week when her wheels get there. I know Nicole has now ventured into lapidary, you guys. Brace yourselves. Okay? So she has definitely jumped into that little pool, and so she's going to be doing a lot of cool things with her stones. I just feel it. I know it. Yeah, Nicole has a story. Yes. While you tell me the story, let me say hello to Myra, Carol, and 12 other people. I don't know who you are. Then we've okay, so then we have Deborah Smith, Georgia Chan, Carol, oh, I already said hi. And then hi, Linda. Yeah, I already said. Hi, Suni. Perfect lesson today. Just nicked a piece of turquoise. Beautiful. This is perfect. So it happens. You know what I mean, you guys? This happens. And we've got Paula Rubin. Hello. And what's it called? Then we have Bonnie. Hey, Bonnie. I just was talking about you. Martina from Germany. Yara, who do we have on YouTube? Kristen, did you share this on Jool Tool community? Okay, thank you. Hello, Holly. Hello on YouTube. Hello, Irene. Hello, Sherry Holcomb. And many more that didn't comment. So everyone else who's there, hello. I just can't say your name. If you comment, I could say hello to you personally, but if not, all I just see is many more watching, or 20 more people watching. Now we have more 20. Okay, there you go. So, hello. Oh, I got the love. Oh, the love, you guys. Okay, so let's get started. And I'm going to decide, I'm going to show you guys how Anie determines what wheel to use. Now, okay, so hello. Okay, everyone's here. It's wonderful. We're doing good. Beautiful. I'm going to leave my phone kind of propped right here. So as I'm working, I could see your comments too. In the event that Yarrow gets a little busy. Hello, Lorraine. Hello, Lorraine. Okay, so this is the stone, you guys. Take a look-see. You can really see it on this camera. This camera is like so magnified, it doesn't lie. So we have a chip right there. And if you look back here, yeah, I said hi to Bonnie. This is my Bonnie. Bonnie actually gave good. Bonnie, you gave good instruction to Linda on how to repair that chip. Actually, let me show. Hi, Diane Holt. Hello, hello. Actually, I'm going to show the picture real quick of, hold on one second, of Linda's chipped amethyst that she posted on the Jewel Tool community. Let me find it. You know, it's so weird. Like, it comes up in my feed, and then when I go to it, I'm like, where did it go?
Karen Miller Anderson said she used a credit card trick on a 9mm cap today. Took it down from a high dome. Yay, it looks great.
Nice! So, Karen Miller Anderson, I love how she, at first I didn't know what you were saying. I gotta find that post. Can someone help me find that post? Tag me in it, Linda, so I can get a notification. What was I gonna say? Karen Miller Anderson just said I used the credit card trick, and I'm like, I have a credit card trick, and then I'm like, duh. So if you guys missed the show once, I actually grabbed a credit card. This is actually my authenticity card for my jewelry collection on JTV. So I put that double-sided gooey tape, and last time we put, like, let's say we put a stone on it and it held the stone down, and you can either shave it, shape it, or whatever you want on the Jewel Tool. So she actually took down a bead and made a cap. So I actually showed that. Yeah, so it worked like this. Put a disc on. Okay. So basically you would hold it like this. And so what she did was she grinded. Wow, it's like an old sticky and it's still stuck. Man, I think that's a gift that keeps on giving. So Karen Miller Anderson used the credit card trick. I love that. It's the trick. You know, the things that I kind of put together are just real quick, impromptu. I don't really think much. I don't give it too much time. I just know that I need a solution for a problem that I have at that moment, and what do I have, you know, that is within reach. And that's hello, hi Mary. Hello, Mary. Mary's here. We've got James. Hi, James. Okay, you guys, and we got Maggie Painter. Hi, Albert on YouTube. Hello, Albert. How you doing? Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys a few things. So the reason why I will not go crazy and use, for example, like the extra course. I'm going to show them. So I'm going to tell them the reason why I'm not going to use it. So this is the extra course. You know what I need? I need a water tray. Can you get me one? So this is the extra course. A lot of you guys have this in your lapidary kit. This actually comes in your lapidary kit. I mean, you can use this really quick to take it down, but I wouldn't use this to get a clean, perfect shape, because this is going to be a little too aggressive for this delicate little area. So instead of doing that, I would opt to use like the medium or the fine. And this is the medium. Where's the medium? Hold on, guys. Where's my medium? This is the fine. I don't know where my medium is. Oh, this is the medium. So the medium I'm going to use to grind, and then, or the fine. So let's show you guys both. So I'm going to show you how aggressive the fine is first. Okay, so let's show you guys how aggressive the fine is, just so you know, like, just because it says fine doesn't mean it's like that fine. It's still in the grinding family, and you guys see the chips. So let's go ahead. Yaro's going to bring me my water. Thank you, Yaro. So that's just the drawer that comes out from your, and I just mounted here. You want to show that, Yaro? Is that on camera? Yeah. So this is the drawer that comes out from underneath your Jewel Tool, and you just simply just put it into the holes there. It's really nice. And I always like to moisturize my diamond before I start. It's good. It's kind of like putting moisturizer on your face. There. So now, hello, Jennifer. Oh, nice. Oh, so Linda tagged me. I want to pull up that picture of her chip. Hold on. Thanks, Linda. Actually, let me do it before I get started. 1 second. Hold on. I couldn't find the post, and I asked Linda to tag me. Thank you, Linda. Let me get out of here. Okay, hold on 1 second. work with me. How come I'm not getting the tag? Nope, that's... I'm looking for Linda's post. Linda, for the, oh, I could do that. That was smart of you. Give me 1 second, you guys. Yaro's growing impatient with me, I could tell. He's starting to, like, give me... Oh, here it is! Linda, I found it. Okay, so Linda has this amethyst. You guys see this? Oh, hold on. Let it focus. So this amethyst, you guys, has a chip in it. Let me zoom in on it. Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. Yaro, this takes time. Okay, so do you see how the tip, there's a chip right there? So right there, usually on any thin, sharp area of the stone, chipation could occur. So when I saw this post, and this is the post right here, this is Linda, oh, there it goes. It's Linda's post today, 20 hours ago. She needs some help. Well, guess what? Help is on the way, dearie. You know, from Mr. Doubtfire. Oh, yeah, Mrs. Doubtfire. Well, technically it was Mr. Right. They're all laughing at me. Stop laughing at me.
That's a remake.
It's a remake. Now I'm being tagged all over. Okay, hold on. Okay, so here we go. I know. All right, so now we're going to grind. Okay, Yarrow, you know, I'm going to have Kristen man my camera if you have other work to do. That's it, Kristen. Let's get rid of him. It's party's over. Yarrow's gone. Okay, so hi, Tom. Okay, so we're going to get rid of this chip. So, well, let me show you how the fine works. Actually, let me grab some clean ones to show you what they look like, just so you know. Medium, we're doing the medium after, and I'll do the fine. I'm doing the fine right now, and I want to show you how the fine operates. So right here, you guys just take a look at one more chip right there. Do you see the chip? Okay, beautiful. We can get rid of that chip, and there's like a little chipation in the back right there. Hi, Lisa. Beautiful work on that turquoise, by the way. So let's go ahead and so you can see what we're talking about. Let's go ahead and, oh, it's like teeth. See what we're working with here. You see that? So if you're going to be working with the 3-inch, you run it at full speed. If you're going to be working with the 4-inch, you run it at slower speed. You run it about a medium speed. So let's get going. Let me turn this up. Put my vacuum on. You see that chip? So we're going to get that chip out. See that chip right there? So let's go ahead and just, so I just want to create the curve. So don't go directly on the chip. You got to go on the outside first and kind of create the shape and get near the chip. You guys see what I've done already? You see, and then now, like, that's kind of getting a little bump right there. So it's okay, just kind of feather it in a little like that, and there you go. Like as if nothing had happened. You can change the shape if you don't like a certain shape, by all means. But do you guys see how clean it's cutting? Let me show you that. You see how clean the fine grinding is cutting. Now, if you still see some chips, you can actually use the fine. This would be a perfect opportunity to use the fine to kind of get those chips out of the way. You see that? And then I'm going to do the flat side here. So I just want to get rid of some of that chipping. Do you guys see it? Very light pressure. Do not. So now it's not as perfect as I want it, which is fine. I don't want to do much anymore. But one thing is something good to pay attention to. So let's say that this one has caused a little trouble because it's such a thin little girdle. And when I say girdle, you guys, I mean this right here. Do you see how thin that is? You see how thin that is? So usually thin girdles are known to break and chip, especially when you're setting them. So jewelers all have this little technique of they try to thicken the girdle just a little, especially if you're going to put a, you know, bezel it, or you're going to put prong. It's still not good to have such a thin little edge. So that one's pretty good. It's just this side for some reason was really thin. So you guys see how I just did that? So now we're going to leave it the way it is. And we're going to go, so that was the fine. So do you guys see, I want you guys to understand something. Do you guys see how, even though it says medium and fine, it's still very aggressive. So don't dismiss having these in your arsenal. They really come in very handy. Really good. Oh, so hold right there. Yeah, hold on. Let me do that. So yeah. So even if yours says fine, there's still a little stamp on it that says extra coarse, because we don't want anyone ever thinking that this is fine. I just spit. It's not. It's the finer out of the grinding aggressive diamond family. Are you guys with me? Okay, I just want to make sure we're clear. And now we're going to move on to the next step. So I'm going to show you the next step. I only use the fine right now, you guys. Yeah, so I use the fine. So the fine and the medium are very, very similar. So if you guys want to see what the medium looks like, I'll show you guys real quick. I'll grind something with the medium. Hold on. Let me grind with the medium. Here we go. Where's my medium? I just found it for a second. Thank you. Okay, so this is my medium. Okay, so look at, if you want to use the medium is also a great one to have. It's like, has best of both worlds, you know. So if you're going to choose one, the medium is also great to do. So let me show you this. So the medium will also clean up, and you guys see how clean it's doing? It's not chipping anything. Again, add some water, add water everywhere, and look, you just hold it here. You see, again, it's very, very clean. It's not as aggressive. We'll just do over here a little bit too. Bring it all together now. You see that? So it's very nice. So the medium is also great to have on hand. You know what I mean, guys? I'll just leave it dry so you guys can see what I've done. All right, so now, just so you know, they're very similar. Here, I'll give you the clean one so you guys can see. They're very similar, the fine and the medium, but of course the medium is going to have a little bit more power than the fine. It's just really great to have on hand when you're worried about delicate areas or a chip, a stone that is prone to flake and chip. These are great to have on hand to combat those kind of attitude stones, as I call them, right? Okay, so we got this, we understand? Perfect. So let's move on. So next we're going to use the coarse. So now this goes into another family. Let me show you. This is called sanding family. So now we're moving away from the grinding and we're moving into the sanding family. Meet the sanding family. We should name them. That's the Smith family. No, so let me show you what this means, on your brochure. Brochure is more like user guide. So what I did here, you guys, where's my hand? So I didn't use the extra coarse. I ended up using the fine. And the fine, you guys, is usually found in like the enamel kits or the glass kits, just so you know. So the grinding diamond I used was the fine. So now to bring everything like super smooth and get some chips that I missed because I didn't want it to be so perfect at this stage, I'm going to use the turquoise coarse. So now if you look, turquoise, light yellowish, mint green, and a nude. These are considered our sanding pre-polish diamond wheels. So this is going to be, of course, the coarse, medium, fine, and the very fine. And they're all marked, remember, but these colorful ones are considered the sanding family, where the ones with the little gold circles are the grinding family. So wait, go back, Yarrow. So then we get into the brown family. This is where you run it slow, and these are polishing. 3,000 grit, 8,000, 50,000. So this is the polishing family. So what do we have? We have the grinding family. Oh, dear Jesus. Oh, Lord. Oh, that was my alarm. I have to call, somebody. So we have the grinding family right here with the little large gold circles. Then we have the sanding pre-polish family, which is the turquoise, yellow, mint green, and nude. Then we have the polishing family, which are mainly brown color, but they're all marked. Step 1, step 2, step 3. So, and that's at slow speed. And of course you have your cerium oxide, which already is marked as slow speed and cerium oxide. So remember, this is the booklet that you get with every Jool tool. So, you know, usually people, I say this all the time, make these as like a promotional material for someone to buy more stuff. I've invested money because this is a serious book and it's all color pages. And what it is there are pages of you to understand the steps for each kit. So it's different projects. So this was soft stone kit right here across from it right here. That's a soft stone lapidary. And if you open this, this is polymer clay. This is the round polymer clay. Like it just keeps going. This is glass watch crystal. This is enamel fused glass right here. It just keeps going. So yeah. So now, so by the way, if you can't find yours, it's available for free on our website in the help section. You can download the PDF, print it, save it, but it's under the the support section on our website. So Yara's going to post the link. I don't, oh, they'll post the link. Okay, so now I'm going to use the turquoise diamond. And since I have it on the 4-inch size, I'm going to run it at medium speed. So remember, 4-inch, medium speed. 3-inch, high speed. Because the inertia of the 4-inch makes the wheel run just as fast as if you were running this at high speed. It kind of balances out. So there we go. So we're going to use this right now. And again, I'd like to always wipe my wheels before starting. Always wipe this section. You see how there's no piles of dust here? You don't want any of that. Get out of there. And now we're going to run it at medium speed. Very nice. She laminated hers. Wow, you don't mess around. So just running this. So now watch how, look it. So watch how I'm going to clean up all this. And if you can't see, go ahead and just mark it one more time so you can see what's happening. Give it some water. Give this some water. Oh, I just wiped it. The Jool Tool Bible. That was good, Tom. Tom, you keep coming up with these. And do you guys see it's a smooth grind? Do you guys see that? So if you didn't, so that's why I tell people, this didn't have to be a perfect step. You can modify and repair chips on it. And so, yeah, I'll explain what the cerium oxide does. So if you guys look, there's still a little corner chip right here. Okay, so now I got to determine if I'm going to keep it flat and touch the face. You guys see how there's a flat little bevel, or if I'm going to round that over. So your objective is to make less work for you as possible. Okay, you guys see that? So what I want to do is, oh, I have my gold one, the one that Margaret Chanel gave me. So let me dry this. I'm going to use the disc to dry. So let me go ahead and put this on. Okay. Let that dry. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, instead of holding it, there's still a little bit chips on the edges. So I'm going to hold it straight and kind of tilt it a little and knock that little sharp edge off. Just that little corner. So look right here, this is where you can do it. Look at just a very slight. You see, you can't even see it. It's so slight. Same on the other side. So it's not even worth rolling and messing up the face. Do you see what I mean? You can't even feel it. It just feels lovely. And I think I might do that here. So let's see what we're going to do. So let me, you see how there's like little chips right there? So let me see how I'm going to get rid of those. So right there, let me kind of get rid of some of the, so there's still a little bit, oh, it's actually, no. Oh, it's just the rutilated quartz in there. Evelyn, we got to get you set up. So I'm going to do it in the back too a little, just a little. And this is a great way, like remember how I said if you want to make that girdle thicker, to kind of roll the edges over a little, you guys, because whenever you have something that's like really, really flat, when you go to set it, sometimes the pressure can hit that corner of the stone. So jewelers are notorious for knocking the sharp edges off of a stone when they bezel. So that's a little tip, you guys, just so you know. All you do is you just take your, even the turquoise one, you just take and roll. Just a little knock and you're done. Look at that. So now I feel like I need to do a little bit in the front, and I'm going to wait to do that with the next step. So other than that, you see how we've transitioned the different grades? Beautiful. It's looking really good, guys. You see how quick? I told you it's going to be really quick. It's going to be really, really quick, but the time that I'm using is to explain how to do all this, because each stone is not going to be identical. You know, everyone's going to have a different scenario. But if you see how I approach it, you can mimic that and follow the same steps. Do you know what I mean? So again, here, you see how nice that is? It's not completely flat because I kind of rounded over the edges a little, which is just lovely. And you know, had this been a little rounded over and I dropped it, chances are, you guys, it probably would not have chipped, because you know, whenever you have a sharp corner, the sharp corner makes contact with something and that's where it snaps. So, you know, a rounded thing is not so inclined to chip. So this is the medium. This is the medium. I'm at the medium. So now I don't have a medium in the 4-inch, but I have it in the 3-inch. So I'm going to run this at high speed. There you go. Some water here, everywhere. So just hold that. Why did I do that? I don't know. You see, even the medium has like some chutzpah to it, you know? So you can just even lightly sand it, but no pushing. Don't push. I'm very, look at how light I'm touching. Yaro, can you show a side? Just look, I just want you guys to see. Look at how light. Okay, I'm down here, right? I'm just gonna barely touch it. You guys see that? Barely touching it. Just let it do the work for you. And then get the little edge a little. So don't push. The diamonds are ready to cut the second you make contact with it. You know, old technology in diamonds teaches you to push to release the diamonds. New technology has advanced where it cuts at the very lightest little touch. And so that's nice. So look at already, you see how it's not as cloudy. That means we're now moving into the pre-polish stage. So let's take a look at what we've got. So there's still a little chipation here. I'm going to actually look at it with a loop so I can see better. Hold on, where's my loop? I just had one here yesterday. Give me a second. Oh, here's one. This was a new loop I found in my bench, you guys. Look at this, how old this is. Let's see. Isn't this cool? I found... It's old, but it's new. Does that make sense? It was in my bench. I found all sorts of exciting new things in my bench. Wow. My old bench. Ooh, wow. I wonder if this is 10 power. Oh, it is 10 power. Dear Lord. Okay, so I can see there's a little chip right here. You can even, I can actually feel it. Do you guys see that right there? There's a little chipation right there. I don't know. Oh, I can't see it with this. There's no way. There's no way. I have to bring it real, well here, trust me on this. There's a little chip right there. So what I'm going to do is, I can do two things, you guys. I can grind the facet down and hold it right here. Or I can just kind of roll it a little and see how that works. So let's see. Let's see which one will work the best. So let's go ahead and give myself a little dark little area. And then I'll start to see where it is. So I'm going to hold it down like this. So first let me kind of get it flat a little bit more. Kind of work it. You see how much, like it's much more gradual and finer the grinding. You don't push hard here. And I'm already getting rid of that little chip, so I think I'm going to continue doing this. New old what? New old stock, yes. It is very new old stock. I really did. I found it in a bunch of stuff. I had put some of my bench stuff. You see how I tilted it just a little, you guys, right there? Just a little. Look at the detail work you can do on the Jool tool. And look, I'm going to tilt it here too, just because I don't want a sharp edge. Sharp edges are not your friend. I say this all the time. Do you see that? So now that little chip, I still feel something there. But it could be the rutilated quartz there. Let me just double check. Do you know what I mean? That could be, it's there. It's actually an area where it's meeting the rutilated quartz and it's not a chip. Beautiful. So I'd like to show you guys this. I hope I can get it on camera where it's, that you guys can see. Can they see that it's not a chip? It's where the rutilated quartz is. Look. You guys see how there's like a bevel right on it? So there's no chip. So you got to make sure whatever you're doing, you use like a microscope to see, because that could have fooled me into thinking, oh, it's a chip. But in actuality, it's like the rutilated quartz that's popping out. And that's fine. We're going to polish it. So I think we're good. I can actually touch up the face and polish it more on that side. But other than that, we're good to go. So that was the medium. Let's now go to the fine. Okay. And so we're going to run that at high speed because it's a 3-inch. There we go. So I'm just going to, so again, light touch. Go slow. Don't run fast. Run slow. Oh, baby. Look at that. All the way across. One more pass back and forth like a teeter-totter. I swear, one lady told me it's like a rocking chair, Anie. I just rock it back and forth. You just flip it around. So I'm going to get, now I'm going to hit the edge right there. One more. Because remember, you can't leave those. So let's keep doing that. The edge right there. Let's keep going. One more pass. A light little, you see how I'm barely touching it, you guys? And it's sanding it down. That is called technology in diamonds. What, Yarrow? Yes, so remember, when I'm working primarily in the center of the wheel. Do you see this area that I'm working in? The see-through portion. You have much more stability here, and your diamond will last so much longer. And so when I'm done with it, you guys, you see I rock back and forth, roll, roll back over, roll. You see, one thing that you guys forget, with the Jool tool, you can roll back over something over and over again. You don't have to go like this and stop, this and stop. No. Roll back and forth on it, check it, make sure it's nice and even, and drop it. When you hit it on the other side, yeah, so I work on it, left to right, light, and then you just gently drop it. That's it. And you get this really nice finish. Just so you know, it's really nice. And I like that it's got a thicker, you see, I like that it has the thicker girdle now. So much nicer. And this is not so thin. The other side for some reason was really, really thin. So that was the fine. Next we go to the very fine. Okay, so the very fine, let's go ahead and run this at full speed. Again, I'm going to be in the center of it, just a light little touch here. Let's start off at the top. Start here, light little touch. You just hold it there, watch. I'm barely touching I'm barely pushing, barely. But the secret is let it do some kind of rubbing action. Look, just kind of hold it there. Don't push. With no pushy. Look at the finish you're getting already. You see how fast it does? So this is what we call the pre-polishing stage. It still will sand. You guys, you can see some powder at times, you know, depending on how hard the stone is. So I'm just kind of getting it nice and flat, and then I kind of tilt it to kind of kill that little edge and polish that edge. You know, that little edge that we created, that we wanted to roll over. There we go. So do that. Nice. Get that little edge here too. Kind of roll that over. Let me wipe this down. Dry. So this is now dry. Dry, dry, dry. So the secret, I would say, you guys, to do what I'm doing is don't push hard. Just keep a nice steady evenness. Do you guys see that? Look. Steady evenness. Look, steady evenness. And it does the job. But do you see there's a little white powder? So it is sanding at this stage, you guys. There. And then if I want to get that little bit more down, kind of roll that little rutilated quartz right here. Watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to roll it a little and kind of get rid of that sharpness. Just a little bit. You see? And now it's so smooth you can't even feel it. Do you see? Right there. Very nice. Very, very nice. You can see it, but you can't. It's not. Do you see that? Yeah, let it focus, Yara says. Okay, so I'm going to use the brown diamond to polish that. I feel like it could use a little bit better polish than what I'm seeing. Yep. So there. So now that was the very fine. And so next step would be the 3000. Where's my 3000? I'll find it. Oh, here it is. So this is my 3000. Really, really old 3000. So let's go ahead and run this at slow speed. So just hold it there, slow speed. Really, really smooth. That's all you need to do. And it just gives you a really like pre-polish finish. Really, really smooth. Do you see that? Already. Boom, you're there. There we go, right there too. On the other side. There we go, and that's good. There. Okay, perfect, perfect. I love this look. Now we move on to, you see, barely touching it, guys. Now we move on to the 8000. Look how old mine are. Look, they should last you a long time. Look at the sheen. This is like years old, years. So again, we're going to run this at slow speed. Oh, I love it. Myra says rock and roll is not just a music genre. She goes, roll that rock, Anie. Oh, yeah, baby. We're rocking and rolling right here. And that's what I'm doing. I'm just rolling. So, again, just a little bit of pressure. Just enough to make sure the diamond is completely is making contact with the stone. So that's what the pressure is for. To make sure you're making contact with it. It's not skipping. You know what I mean? I don't want skipping. Don't give so much light where it skips. No. Just light to make sure that you have uniform pressure. But not enough to be like the pushy, you know, saleswoman. You want to be just gentle. Let the diamond do the work. There's a reason, you guys, that the diamonds are spinning on a wheel. It's doing the work for you. You see that? So that's the 8000 finish. So now what I'm going to use the 8000 for is I'm going to use it for this section right here. I'm going to use it right here. You see on the faceted surface. Right there. That little faceted surface. I want to polish that and meet the two up. So just kind of lightly touch it up. There we go. And I just want to give that an extra jewel tool polish. Kind of change it up a little. Just keep your even. And look, so I got that little extra polish. You see that? So whatever you see there is, honest to God, like the rutilated quartz. There is some little scratches on it. Had I known they were like that bad, I might have used the 3000. But other than that, I think I'm okay. So don't push. Just because I'm holding it even doesn't mean I'm pushing. Just kind of keeping it a nice little steady, like a little bit of a rub. You guys see that? Right there. Nice. I'm very happy with this. Get that corner nice and polished. Oh, yes. Look at that now. Woo! Very nice. So then I'm going to use the 50,000, which is my all-time favorite wheel, because it makes everything so pretty. So again, run this at slow speed, and yours say slow speed on it. All of yours will have the, you know, the notes on it. Again, let me just put a little mark. So I make this little mark, you guys, so I can reference where I'm coming up and touching the disc. Do you know what I mean? So like if I had a mark, let's say on my finger right here, you know what I mean? I need to know where I'm making contact with the wheel. Am I hitting it here? No. Where am I? And then you'll be like, oh wait, there you are. That's where your finger, you know what I mean? So that's why I create the mark. So just hold it there, and it just it goes by really fast. And there, that's the 50,000. Kind of roll it, bring it all. This one will not change the shape or anything, but just brings everything to a pretty polish. You see that? Nice. So now let me do the rest of it. Just a light, and you can roll back, you guys. Roll back. It won't hurt to roll back and kind of hit it one more time. So this is what you don't want to do. You don't want to do this. You don't want to do that. No, it's okay. The top is fine. You don't want to do that. So what you want to do is you want to just hold it here. Constant contact. You can roll back and forth. Nothing's going to happen. If anything, it'll just get prettier. And then when you're done, you just disengage and drop it. You see that? Ooh, I got lots of love. Who's giving me all those hearts? Ooh, and the thumbs up. I love it. Someone's giving me those. Who is it? JOOLTOOL, tattoo it. I love him. Tom, I can see all your comments, by the way. All of them. I have my phone literally right next to the JOOLTOOL, and I'm reading. Oh, Anie, Tom needs to see where you've hidden the water tray. Hi, Bonnie. Okay, so the apron. Yes, so, oh, wow. Already we're at 50,000. Do you guys see this? Look at that. So remember, if you rolled the edges over, don't forget to kind of roll it a little and polish those. Don't forget to do that whenever you know, kind of roll it, because you don't want those to be not polished. So this is good. You see? And there you go. Get all those edges so it's nice and polished. We totally ignored this side, but that side came out good. It was this side we were concerned about, but other than that, looks gorgeous, ma'am. Gorgeous, gorgeous. That's hilarious. Lisa, that is hilarious. So that's that, and then that's this. Look at this. Look at that. I will show. Hold on. Hold on, Tom. Hang in there. So you see how we got everything nicely polished? Very nice. You see that? But do you guys see how fluid it is? Oh, see, that's the rocking chair pattern. Dun, 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 dun. Woo! Oh, yeah, baby. And no more chip. No more chip. Bye-bye, chip. Goodbye. Don't come around here no more. Now watch I drop it. Talking all big. We don't need no chip. And then clonk, Anie drops it and go, oops. So I'm going to show. So this is how you fix a chip. Honest to goodness, you guys. If I wasn't explaining this, I would have been done maybe a good 20 minutes ago. Oh, wow. Hold on. You see that? Where is it? No more chipsy. Hold on. Oh, there we go. See, you guys see that? So that is not a chip. That is the rutilated quartz in there. I made sure. But you guys see it? Yeah. That's not a chip, I assure you. It's actually, you know what it is? It's the head. It's like it's the rutilated quartz peeking out through the stone. That's what it is. Because at first I thought, is that a chip? But then when I took my investigation loop and I checked it, I said, oh, that's like a part of the little tree crystal or whatever it is in there. Yeah, there it is. It's so magical. When you guys look through this, it's like a whole galaxy of excitement in here. Hold on. Yeah, so there's no chipsy. No chip. Are you zooming in on me, Yarl? So what you're seeing is this sucker. Look. So if you guys look closely, there is like an there's like a yeah, so it continues. So there's something that continues. I see it right here. It's really, I just don't want anyone to think that, oh, she left a chip in it. No, it's the rutilated quartz. Now, yeah, it's the rutilated quartz. I guess I could grind some more of that rutilated down. But I hope this helps you. Yeah, I know, it's such a pretty stone. This was one of my stones, you guys, that we had for sale. And actually, I dropped it, and I said, oops, we can't sell it. It was number 194. I took the sticker off of it. Yeah, it's a real, you know what I love about this rutilated quartz? It's got a nice, I love the little, you know, the design through it, and it has a real pretty cab, faceted cab. It's so nice.
Don't forget, well, Albert, there's two things. He says, have you ever had anything happen, a disaster on the live, breaking a stone or something? And also later, don't forget to tell him about the Cerium oxide.
Yes, so look, so from this stage, you can go to a cerium oxide. Some people who like bow down and worship cerium oxide, the cerium oxide, to be honest with you, are for you. Some people like are hypnotized that cerium oxide is everything. So that's why we have 3M cerium oxide in the kit. You don't always need to use it. My concern with the cerium oxide on anything porous would lodge the cerium. It's not, well, what happens with the cerium, let me show you, you guys. And this is a good video. So you guys see I have cerium right here. So cerium, when you run it slow, of course you have to run it with water, but let me show you what comes off of the cerium. Hold on. So let me show you how cerium operates. So here, let me put something where you can see it. Maybe we can do it on here. No, that's not a good example. Hold on, let me get another. I want a dark stone so you guys can see the slurry that comes off of it. Oh, here's good. Watch this. So you guys see how this is not completely polished right here. I put a bevel on here once. This is Jerry's piece. She gave it to me. So look, if I hold it here, cerium, hold on. We'll polish it. Let me get in there. Hold on. But you guys see how there's like this little white there. Oh, come on, let me get it going. Hold on. You see how there's like this white stuff? There it is. You see that white? So this white is nice because it's the polishing cerium that comes off of the wheel. But if you have a porous stone, guess where this little white is going to go into? All those tiny little microscopic little pores. And let me tell you, it's a little interesting thing to remove. But if you hold it there, look, this is what it does. Cerium will polish. But you guys see how I have to kind of rub it? Look at the polish that I just got right now off of the cerium. This is the 3M cerium, guys. That's not a joke. You saw what it looked like before. You see that? So cerium has that power, but cerium is great for solid, like for example, this would be a great candidate for cerium, but my only trepidation is, do you guys see how I told you that this one had a little bit of the rutilite peeking out, and I don't want the cerium to get lodged into the rutilite. So this would not be a good one. Yes, a rutile needle. That little needle is there. So cerium, let me show you guys. So this is like a dyed agate. Let me show you like a little dull little spot. No, cerium is not needed on turquoise. No. Yeah, no. So cerium, so look, so you guys see how rough this area is? I don't even know what grade that was, but let's just show you what cerium will do. You guys see how the white is really coming off? Do you see that white? So it's trying to do something. So when it's rough, you'll see the cerium more than anything. So what it's trying to, this is an agate too, you guys. This is an agate, but look at how it's like getting lodged in. You see that? Yes, so cerium oxide, you guys, let me just get something clear. The cerium,
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
no one's talking to you. We're saying cerium oxide.
I'm not sure I understand.
Welcome to 2020. Okay, so, do you see that? I just said cerium oxide and this guy thought I was talking to him. So this is what I was going to say. No, so when you're doing the hard and soft stone kit, oh, how funny, Deanna, your phone is doing that too, little sucker. So the cerium oxide, you guys, is on the hard lapidary, because what ends up happening is sometimes you think you need it and sometimes it does, but honest to God, sometimes I'm already at the 50,000 and I use the cerium and the cerium's like, that's a pretty polished surface. I really don't have anything to do here, so my work is done. So sometimes it's like futile to use the cerium oxide. But you saw a good little example. When something was a little rough, not so shiny, cerium popped it up and brought it to a shine. So it's a great way to save some of your polishing brown diamond. Cerium is less expensive than diamond, so it's a good thing to have, don't get me wrong. But for the most part, you don't use it on soft stones. No, so the rule of thumb with cerium, don't use it on soft stone and do not use it on any porous stone or flaky stone. Like you saw, the white cerium, like that little slurry they call, will get lodged into the pores or the fractured areas, and that's something you don't want to touch. So I hope that helped clear the cerium. Now I need to show Albert where the drawer is. What? Wait, there's more.
Albert, you answered his question about the cerium.
I'm getting hot.
You answered Albert's question about the cerium.
Yes, I answered that question.
Question about the drawer.
So Tom wanted the drawer. Fine. Okay, is that what you stopped me for? Oh dear Lord. I'm just gonna sit right here. My Lord, what, Yarrow? I just said for softer stones, don't use the cerium. Pay attention to my show, Yarrow. Okay. My teacher, Yarrow, wants me to be clear on. Okay, so hold on. So I would not use cerium on turquoise. Let's put it out there right now. One note. So turquoise falls into the softer stone family. Cerium has no business really doing soft stone. Really, you don't need it, because by the time you're done with the very fine on a soft stone, you use the felt polishing wheel and you get a beautiful polish. Right, Lisa Jacober? You just cut that beautiful turquoise that you bought that time from my stuff. So this is what I'm talking about. Hold on. So you would use your felt. Hold on. So after the very fine on a soft stone, very fine, you would use your felt that says stone. Don't look at mine. I kind of hit it with when I was using cloisonné metal. That'll sand off, no problem. So that's how you finish polishing a soft stone. This with the JOOLTOOL compound. Got it? Got it. Okay. So turquoise, no cerium. Turquoise, you don't even need the brown polishing diamonds, you guys, really. You'll get a beautiful polish with just the felt wheel in my compound.
So Tom was asking, how about the 8,000 or higher fine polish on the turquoise?
Honestly, I get a beautiful polish on the turquoise even without the brown diamond. But there's times where, remember when I did, do I still have that? It's somewhere here. Oh, remember when I did the turquoise inlay? Where is that? Is it in the drawer? Yarrow says to not go there. But I had the turquoise inlay. Remember the triangle? I actually polished the turquoise with the blue sodalite using all the brown polishing diamonds. When I say brown polishing diamond, I mean these. So if you need to get a perfect crisp evenness, you know, there were so many issues with that inlay. I had seams around the triangle. We had the different, you know, chunks of turquoise and some gaps in between. So using the polishing diamond gave me a really nice, slick surface, even Steven. You know what I mean? No drag lines or anything. For that purpose, I used the brown diamond. But had I not had all of that, you know, inlay, cut, or whatever, I would have just ended it with the felt wheel with my compound. Does that make sense? And you guys have seen me do that a million times here. You guys have seen, majority of the times I use the brown are on harder stones. You know, ruby, sapphire, quartz, amethyst. Yes, yes. Alarmar. Trying to think of all the other stones that you guys have. Okay, so listen, I have a theory about the Mohs scale. So the Mohs scale is a great way to identify and get an idea of how hard a stone is. Great, great, you know, quick fix look. So you're gonna, anything, it's weird, you guys. And I would say anything 7 and below would constitute a softer stone. But I want to take it a step further and say it's not the softness, it's more of its composition, because all the diamonds that you see here, they're 3M diamonds. I'm sorry, we're snobs. They'll cut anything. Hello. They'll cut. They'll cut and they'll polish. But at the end of the day, you need to know how to get that beautiful polish. And if it's a porous surface, you guys, sometimes the felt polishing wheel, my flat one, gives a beautiful finish on the softer porous stones. End of story. Or sometimes a porous stone has like a hard, like it's like has an attitude. It's like wants to be hard. On the chart it says it's a 6 on the Mohs scale. And then you're like, but for crying out loud, I'm doing this. This is not no 6. This is at least a 7 and above. Okay? Whenever that happens and you still have like weird porous surfaces, it would be best to try to combat those and just stay in the lane of the brown diamonds, you guys. It's really kind of like you need to test it, because if you're using, for example, this is a great way to determine, how do I know, Anie, if I'm going down that road? I'll tell you. So let's say that you're under the impression that this stone, for crying out loud, is a soft stone. Okay? And you think that, okay, I'm going to follow my steps and finish it with the felt polishing wheel, which is this one in the compound. Okay. And when you get here, you're like, huh, that's not looking so good. What did I do wrong? You didn't do anything wrong. You know, hopefully that you got all the scratches out. But if it's not polishing like a high polish and you start to see even more orange peel and even more, you know, unevenness, that's when you need to shift and come over to the brown diamond family, where these will polish. These are the polishing diamond family, where these will polish like on the surface. It won't allow any of like the little orange peel, the pores or anything to rise up. This will just polish perfectly flat and tame that orange peel. Does that make sense? And give you that nice fluid shine. Yes, absolutely. You cannot, the stone, I always say, but this is what I said. Nicole just said basically what I'm about to say. Every stone has an attitude. It's like a child. You never know sometimes what attitude they're going to give you, you know, and you're like, oh, yesterday you ate that peanut butter jelly sandwich. today you don't want to and you're giving me trouble. Stones are the same, you guys. That's why I say the Mohs scale is a guide. It's not the Bible. It really isn't. It's just a guide. So you will know the temperament and the attitude of the stone once you start working on it. The wheels will start telling you, you know, Anie, that stone isn't cooperating. I think you're going to have to shift and not use the polishing wheel and use the brown polishing diamond. Do you know what I mean? So you'll feel it, and the more you play with stones, the more you'll understand. And then I always say, you know me, I always say some of these stones have a good energy to it, and you just feel it. You kind of know what it's thinking. It's just so weird. I don't know.
So Alex is asking, he often sees opal wrapped in a whitish stone. Do you know what that is?
Opals wrapped in a white stone?
Whitish stone. Like probably nature.
Albert, you need to send me a picture because I don't know what you're talking about. Does anyone know what Albert could be talking about? He's saying that sometimes he sees opals that are wrapped around a whitish stone. I don't know, Albert. Albert, you know where to find me. Send me a picture and I'll help answer it. And if I can't explain it to you over text, I'll tell it to you on tomorrow's live show. Hey, tomorrow's live show, you guys, I'm going to be giving away not one, but am I there? Who am I talking to? Have I been talking to this whole time? Why did you do that to me, Yarrow?
I'm switching based on where you're looking.
Oh, okay, so I don't look like a nutcase. You know, I did that once on my first time on JTV. I'm like, I didn't understand how their cameras work. And so here I am talking and I'm like this. And you guys, so, hi everybody, how is everything going? And meanwhile, the camera's right here and I'm like, oh. And everyone at home was laughing at me. Nice support from my kids and my family. So Paula, labradorite, I've done labradorite many times on this show. Labradorite is a flaky little sucker. Sometimes it just wants to just be really, really flaky, so you have to be careful in the grinding stages. Just look back at one of my labradorite videos. I have plenty. But you need to finish labradorite with the polishing diamond wheels. You do. This is a good example. You can polish with this. I just feel as though you get much more of a higher shine and more of an even. Where this one, you don't want it to pick up the fibers. You know what I mean? You know how labradorite is, you know, fibrous. It's like flaky. So you want to avoid that and just use the polishing diamond. I hope that helped you guys. You know, again, there's not a complete, you know, it's not a perfect answer for every stone. Like I said, they all have different attitudes. They all come from different parts of the world. They've been cooking under the, you know, who knows how long under certain kind of, you know, gravel, rocks, caves. Yeah, okay, so Albert, if in fact it is the matrix, it's that extra stuff that's over an opal. Oh my God, I've done so many opals just even on my lives, and I just have it in my entire library on my YouTube channel, JOOLTOOL USA. Just look at how I grind. So honest to God, the opal grinding is very similar, the beginning stages of when to determine to you what diamond grinding wheel to use to grind an opal. So if you're gonna grind an opal, you guys, I always recommend, what did I do with those diamonds? I lost them. I always recommend to think about getting a medium and a fine in your arsenal, because sometimes when you're grinding that matrix down, you guys, you don't want that opal to be flaking, whereas, like, you know, the extra coarse and stuff might be or is a little too aggressive. So just so you know, on certain stones like that, I'm gonna get up. That's why it's important to have, you know, different grades. Like, you know, now that you've kind of moved on and kind of like graduated, these are handy. I actually, you don't use them all the time, but it's great to have when you need it. So there, and they're on sale. Did you guys know? I forgot to mention yesterday, we're running another sale. I know a lot of people we're asking for certain things to be on sale. Well, they're on sale. So check out our sale, you guys. And again, we still have the free shipping over $149 right now going on accessories. And what else? What else we got, Yarrow? Is that
I think that's it.
Oh my God, this thing has been recording me.
Just a sec.
That's scary.
Okay.
Oh, hello. I love it. Might be sand if it's Australian. It could be. You know what I always say? Take your opal. I've seen it all, you guys. I got something in my throat. Take your opal and soak it in water for a little bit. Just soak it in water. And a lot of the times what you think is matrix is dirt. So take something, I would just take anything. Pick whatever, just pick some of the matrix and you can see just by picking it where's the softer matrix, which one is dirt, which one is real hardened matrix. Do you know what I mean? So that kind of helps you unravel and get an idea of what that opal is going to look like. It, you know, and to kind of give you a plan of how to grind it and shape it, and you know what I mean? Kind of give you some kind of vision of what you want to do.
Okay, don't forget to tell Tom where his drawer.
Oh, Tom, this is where the drawer is, baby. Okay, the tray. So let me move. There you go. I don't have a lot of crap. So the drawer is right here, Tom. Hold on, hold on, I had to get rid of something. Awfully bossy today, Yarrow. Yeah. So you guys see how it's hidden? And then you go like this and it goes, oh, hello. Why, hello. Right there. Let me pull. I have water in it, so I'm not pulling it out that hard. And then you just go, plop. There it is. Ta-da! You see? We thought of everything for you. You know? The only difference is if you have a round machine, sorry, I didn't think of it that early on. So you got to use a bowl of water. Or it's time to upgrade. Do you know if anyone has a round Jool tool, we have a Jool tool upgrade program, but you'd have to call or email us so that we can help you with that because it's not available online. But we definitely have given the opportunity of many of our Jool tool family members to upgrade to get the new Jool tool at a discounted price. Yep. Oh yeah. It's really good. We just sold one the other day. Yeah. Who was it that bought it? He does the really beautiful earrings and bangles. Kristen, what's their name? The one that does like the cactus with the design lace, desert lace jewelry. Right, I know his name is John Mater, but desert lace jewelry. They actually extract, I don't know, lace or the veins out of a cactus in Arizona, and so they dry it and they do whatever, and so they use that pattern, that the natural pattern of the cactus, and they run it through their rolling mill and get this amazing pattern on their pieces. They imprint it, yeah. And so he just got it, his second Jool tool. So there you go.
Anyway, if anyone wants to upgrade to the round model,
Yeah, just email us. So remember, we have a sale going on, a lot of cool things on sale. What else? What else was I supposed to say? That's it. So tomorrow, you guys, tune in for Friday giveaway. No, Penny, it's tomorrow. And tomorrow, I'm going to be giving away 2 prizes because I missed last Friday, you guys. So, as promised, I'm a woman of my word. Fond believer in that. You're nothing if you don't have your word. So, I'll be giving away 2 prizes tomorrow. So, tune in. You get 2 chances to win. And Yarrow's reading some more comments real quick. What do we got?
Well, Michelle was asking how close to the Jool tool must the spindle be off the motor.
Oh, someone asked about how high. Michelle, why? Why are you asking how high should your spindle be? Did you remove it? What did you do to your spindle? So right here is kind of like it shouldn't be completely touching the base.
About a 1/8. Yeah, that's about a 1/8.
Here, this is a this is about a 330 seconds. Just to give you an idea. Hold on, let me move that forward. That's 330 seconds.
Yeah, that's fine.
330 seconds.
It can be lower.
1/8 would look like this. What? Well, it's about a 1/8. Yeah, this is probably about a 1/8. Yeah, it's a little wiggly right here. I'm trying to see what. Oh, this is 1/8. Hold on. This is 1/8. Look. Oh, it's a little just under 1/8, Yarrow. There you go. There. So you guys, I really appreciate you guys watching today, and tomorrow I'll see you here. Any questions on today's video, just comment below. If you're watching the replay, comment and I'll help you and I'll answer you.
Polish her 20-year-old headlights.
Michelle, you did it, Michelle. Michelle polished her 20-year-old headlights on the car she was talking about yesterday. Awesome. So how you do that is all you need is my Jool Tool buff with my Jool Tool. Where's the compound? And you can polish your headlights. So if even it has scratches and it's dull or foggy. Did you know Sears wanted to make this kit into, they wanted to call it the headlight polishing kit, and they wanted to put my stuff together and do it. It's a long story why I didn't end up doing it. Let's just say men. Gotta love them, let me tell you, sometimes. So, and that's all I got. What do you got? Yarrow's doing some stuff. What are you doing?
Michelle said, okay, thanks.
Beautiful.
Her and Diana Shinsky says, I'll be traveling next month. Did you say you could remove the spindle for your travel?
Yes. So, Deanna Schnitzka, if you're going to be traveling, you can definitely take your Jool Tool. You can take the Jool Tool two different ways. You can actually carry it on board. What we do is we just remove the spindle. You just take the little Allen key that that came with your machine. You just remove the spindle, and Yarrow likes to take the spindle, wrap it in like a towel, like a paper towel, and put it in the drawer so he doesn't lose it, and closes it. Yep, he puts the spindle right in there and closes it. Without water, of course, duh. So he'll put the spindle in the drawer, just wrap it with some kind of paper towel so it doesn't bounce around, and it can go directly right through security. Here's a little tip, you guys. Whenever you go through security, if you don't want to get stopped for anything that's questionable, take it out of your suitcase and leave it there alone in the bin for the TSA can see a good visual through their little x-ray machine. I literally go through TSA with everything. I have my jewelry, I have multiple Jool Tools, I have all my discs, and I feel sorry for the people that are behind me because guess what? I empty out the entire suitcase and put it in bins. It's the quickest way through TSA, but we're very efficient and we do it really fast. Yeah, I was like, boom, 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 get right through. The guys look at it, go, and then next thing you know, they go, stop, to this one poor old lady that left water in her bottle. Meanwhile, I have a whole 2 Jool Tools, back pads, discs. So as long as they can see and have a visual, keep on moving, keep on trucking. Yeah, and we actually have in the back of this, you have, we think of everything around here. Yeah, in the back of the user guide, it's something called travel tips. You guys see that, travel tips? And so we tell you what to do here. So if you look, there's a picture of the drawer with a spindle in it. You see, Yarrow says to do that and you can get it. So he actually will take the hood off and flip it around. You see that? It's a little dark. You see it? You sure? Here, let me come over here. It's a little brighter over here. It won't change anything. So he just basically took the hood off and flipped it around. So, and that's it. So you can travel with your Jool Tool, but if you want to put it in your suitcase, they're really rough with the suitcases. I don't need to tell you that. So that's why sometimes I don't put my Jool Tool in the suitcase. But if you do, please be mindful to take the Jool Tool off of its base, because if it gets bumped around and shaken like this, sometimes that base can break a little peg. So just remember, if you're going to put it in the suitcase and wrap it with your clothes, make sure you remove the base from the Jool Tool. It's very important, y'all. It snaps. It happened to that one manufacturer in Italy. He says, don't. Okay. So, all right, you guys. I will see you guys here tomorrow. Any other thing you need, just message me. Okay, I'll see you guys here. Love you, every single one of you guys. I love you. And remember, just Jewel Tool create. Mwah. I don't know what to say. I just said that.